Hello and welcome to Meeple Station on Alpha Mondays, or in this case, pre-Alpha Mondays, as it says in the corner. This is a title that has been touted to me and shown to me as a mix between something like RimWorld, or at least it's going to be developed to be a mix of something between RimWorld with some simulation aspects, some building aspects, so on and so forth. So I've been offered a key and I'm quite interested in it. I want to see what it's about, so I'm going to be giving you my honest first impressions of Meeple Station in its current state. So if you have a look at the date on when this is being released, I'm recording it the Friday before, so that's the 24th of August. So this is what Meeple Station is like on the 24th of August in the pre-alpha state. And I'll be coming back to this every now and then if you guys want me to do so, and if there are significant updates, I'll keep coming back to this to see what's going on. Any criticisms I have, of course, are for the developer to improve and just to iron out some of the bugs. Again, got to remember, in pre-alpha, so let's get right into it. Let's start with what's available right now. So it seems to be single player. We don't have any multiplayer available. We've got the options and we've got the standard quit. So let's just go into the options. I'll talk a little bit more about the game very shortly, but let's just have a quick look at the options first. So here we go, visual settings. First thing I've noticed is it has a really odd resolution. Really gives me an odd resolution, but it seems to work. We've got UI scaling, which is pretty good. We've got our audio, we've got our gameplay. Nothing in gameplay apart from simple pathfinding, which I'm not sure. I guess I can access that, and it's got some camera controls like that, and it's got some different key bindings so you can see what we've got. But it does kind of have that same issue that Spin Tires seem to have right at the start. So I remember Spin Tires having an issue like this. I think there's another title that has this similar issue where you scroll down and it keeps taking it back up for some bizarre reason. But there you go. That's just that for now. Let's see what simple pathfinding does. I have no idea. So let's talk about Meeple Station. We're going to look at the tutorial when we go in here. So I'm going to go to new game and I'm going to go to tutorial. But I am going to read what the store page for Meeple Station actually has. So here we go. It's available, by the way, it's going to be available next year. That's the 7th of February 2019. That's when their estimated release date is. About this game, Meeple Station is a cooperative space station simulation game, strongly inspired by Dwarf Fortress and RimWorld with a hint of Space Station 13, where the complexity of a simulation blends with the friendly and satisfying nature of a real-time strategy game. So there you go. Meeple are simple creatures. They're not human, nor are they incredibly intelligent. They're a race of space-faring creatures who enjoy industry, work, and exploration, but they need a lot of guidance. Your guidance, in fact. So there are different types of characters and stuff, and we're going to go into the tutorial, and I'll show it. I'll show it off, and let's see what we can get. So obviously, we've got to keep them alive. We really have to keep them alive and see what we can do. So here we go. This is our tutorial, and I'll run you through the tutorial for the next, let's go for about 30 minutes or so, I guess. Right, so here we go. Oh, hey there. I suppose you want to know how to do things. Well, let's get started. Let's have a look. Your space station, it looks like a Lego character. Your space station is run by Meeple, but you can't control them. You can only give orders. Okay, so we've got different menus. We've got a research menu, we've got build, we've got salvage and mine, we've got cancel. This up here, I'm not too sure. I think that's a work order or something. That is, I have no idea yet. That's a bug report. That is to quit. This is, well, I'll show you. Once we've got through this, oh no, wait, I can show you now. What is that one then? Oh, that's Meeple status. There you go. That's the Meeple status. This brings your walls up. And this allows us to go up and down levels, which I think is also controlled with the keys next to the greater than and less than keys. So those two keys, I was trying to figure out what they're called, and I can't remember them. Tags. You know, they are diamond brackets or whatever you want to call them. Arrow brackets. So you can control it like that. That gets rid of that. I'm not quite sure what this does yet. That seems to hide different areas apart from the level you're on, which is actually quite handy. I think that's actually really quite handy. That just changes the transparency of it, it seems. Then we've got the grid. You can show and hide the grid, which kind of sometimes looks pretty good. Anyway, let's start by the building menu. Let's build a fish tank so our meeple have something to eat. Very simple. You can press R to rotate, like so. So I think that looks pretty good for us. Right click to get rid of that, thank you, and we can press space to play. Now I'm just going to actually fast forward it. Now you can see there are different types of meeple. You have an engineer here, Pibbly. You have Zib the miner, and well, if we go over here, this great. Now your fish tank will produce food and your meeple will eat when they're hungry. Some of your life support doesn't have a power source. Let's fix that. Well, let me just quickly show you this before. We've got a miner, we've got an engineer, and we've got a refiner. So there you go. +1 for quaint station. So they have happiness as well. So let's go over here. We can go to conduit, and you can see down here these aren't connected. So the way you have to connect everything is through or with these conduits. Now you may look at that and think, hang on a minute, it's got this cross section. Well, one thing I've noticed, and I've played this for a little while, is once you build that, you'll see that that cross section will actually disappear and it'll only give you the section it needs, which is really nifty. I think that's really cool. Drop tile can't find suit rack. Well, I'm not sure what that's all about right now. So there you go, that's now done, so people won't suffocate. Now we need resources. It's time to send someone out there to mine. So you've got to mine in this game to get resources to expand your base. We need to create a suit rack and an airlock so our meeple can go outside. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a suit rack and an airlock. So you can see over here, this is just highlighting where you can create things. Make sure airlocks have a nearby bulkhead. So there's a bulkhead right there, so you don't lose a lot of oxygen when it's opened. No place to sit and eat, unfortunately. And you can see that that makes him unhappy. So we've got quit station, but -5 because he ate standing up. Right. Let's go ahead and build a suit rack. And you can see that these use resources, and those resources are right there. So let's go ahead and stick a suit rack, I'd say, here. There you go. And we'll also have him put an airlock in. So there's an airlock. And again, just simple with the R key. There you go. Make an airlock. And job done. Now, the only thing I don't like about this is at the moment is that I'm not sure how to move them out of this place. So, for example, I've already showed you that. So we're going to have to find Moryllium, and for Moryllium, we need to click here, as you can see, or click there. So let's see which one's closer. Probably think this one's closer. So I just have to click on that, and you can see they will automatically go out. So when the meeple use an airlock, it vents oxygen from the room. You can hover over your mouse, or hover your mouse over a room to see how much oxygen there is. So there you go. You can see 60, 90, back to 100. Now, -1 dizzy from low oxygen. He didn't move. That's the thing that confuses me. He did not move. And that's something that I worry about. Anyway, in this tutorial, we've still got to wait for this to come back. So you can see that's got to come back. They're going to come back and forth, back and forth. There you go. So that's come back. He's put the suit away, which is kind of cool. And you can see that he's now eating, and now he's going back in the spacesuit. Off he goes to get more of this Moryllium. And you can see that that's right there. So you got Stellium, Brothium, Moryllium, and Dilithium. And then we've got Steelite, Brothite. That's it, Brothite. Morlite, Titanite, Cosolite, and Croolite, and Lazarite. So there you go, lots of different things. Now, clicking that allows us to open up this, which is kind of neat. So you create a ticket, and you say we want to make Morlite, and we'll just grab all the Moryllium we have, and there you go. We can create as much as we want. So we have 44. So there you go. That's it. That is going ahead and making stuff. So fantastic. So now you'll see that the refiner, wherever he is, where are you? There he is. You see him right there. He's getting on with his work. He's getting on with his job. And of course they eat, they come back, they go away, so on and so forth. And then we've got to expand further from that. So for example, you can see up here we've got to build some beds. So we could build some beds up here. So you can see we want to build 2 beds. So we'll go, look, we can put I suppose we can put a bed here. And we can put a bed here. There you go. So he'll get on with building beds. We've got what we need. We've got 14 more of that. We've got 52 of that because that's being obviously created, and we can always increase this now because of how much we've got. And as you can see, as we increase that, it starts removing it from up here. So your space station is livable. I think it's time we started trading. So trades happen, and the way you do trading is you build another airlock. At least this is what it's like in its current early access stage. So build an airlock there, and then what we're going to do is we're going to press T over this airlock, and what that's going to allow us to do is that's going to allow us to open this only for trading. There you go. So now we've got to wait for a ship, as we've done that. So a ship's going to appear from somewhere. There it comes. So a ship's come along, and then all you do is you right click on the ship like this, or sorry, left click on the ship. Time to barter. We're getting low on cookies, not sure why. So you can trade resources here, and you can hire new workers here. So we need to hire a janitor. So we're going to go ahead. Now, I don't know why he said low on cookies, because I haven't actually ever managed to find cookies. But you can see that that's going to cost us, but let's get ourselves a janitor. There we go. This place is a mess. You meeple are slobs. Well, there you go. So now we have a janitor, and the janitor is going to clean things up. Fantastic. Now we need to build a table and 2 chairs. What I need to do, I think I'd rather have that. There we go. I think that's a lot better. So we'll build a table and 2 chairs now. Where am I going to build a table and 2 chairs? I'm not actually sure. I think maybe in that corner. So let's go ahead and build a table there, and build 2 chairs, 1 there and 1 there. There we go. Let's see if they're happy with that. So that's going to be a bit of maybe crew quarters of some form or other. But as you can see, so this is a title just about building stuff. It's about expanding a base, and it's about running resource management, really. I think this is about resource management and building things. So what do I think needs improving right now in this title from what I am seeing? Well, I think maybe the pixels need to improve. I know it's a pixel kind of system. Right, we need to make room for an office. Fair enough, we'll start doing that. I know it's very pixelated in general, but I think maybe I think maybe they need to double the amount of pixels that's going on this, just to make it look a little bit nicer in general. So that would be pretty cool. Aside from that, I guess I haven't played it enough to say that yes, I know exactly what's good and bad about it. But this is, as it's my first impressions, so far I'm seeing the potential. I am seeing the potential in this. So we can salvage and mine. So the way we're going to do this, I think, is we'll go. Where do we want officers' quarters? I think maybe on the ground below we can make ourselves some officers' quarters. So we're going to build some hull segment. It says build a room of at least 4 tiles and seal it off with a bulkhead. Now the only problem I have is I'm not entirely sure how to create a room that has that I can seal off. And you'll see the issue I have right now is creating a room. So you can see that this is sealed off here, but I'm not sure how I'm going to seal it off in other ways, in other places. As you can see, the trade freighter is off now. So they'll go ahead and do that, and as you can see there, he's not very happy. He ain't standing up, he slept on the floor, and yeah, he's just not very happy at all. Dirty environment, quaint station, grotesque environment, in fact. However, the janitor is there cleaning things away. So it's gone from filthy to dirty, so that's getting better. So hopefully we should see these guys, who we can follow around, and of course, like I said, we can bring that all back up if we really wanted to. I think that's probably the best way to do it. So there you go. He's a little bit he might get a little bit happy. Is he going to get a little bit happy? I'm not too sure. Now he seems to be in a bit of a mess right now, it seems. And I'm not entirely sure why. I think maybe that table's doing that chair's doing something. Right, all we need to do is build a desk. So let's go ahead and build the desk. So now, if you look at that, you can see that this is... I'm not sure how this has actually been built, but we're going to build a desk right now. And we'll rotate it. I actually can't put the desk in here. And the reason I can't put the desk in here is because I have a feeling... I don't know. I have a feeling that... there we go. That's one reason. That's probably the reason I couldn't put the desk in. But I have a feeling that this is also not in the right place in terms of... Right, which way does it need to go like that? I think that this may not be connected. And I can't actually figure out how to rotate my view so I can see whether that's connected or not. Because it might actually not be. Drop tiles, can't find path. There you go, it isn't connected. Let's do that. Cancel that. And go ahead and build an officer desk. I think we can build it against this wall then. There we go. Okay, so let's see how happy these meeples are now. Let's go find the meeples. There's one. Okay, enjoyed a meal. So they're enjoying meals. They're getting there. And this is basically the idea. Is I think it starts off pretty slow. But it's going to... I think once it starts off slow, it's going to get better. Nice and slowly. We can stick a bulkhead here. How do I stick a bulkhead in this? You see, I haven't quite worked out how to do this yet. I think that's probably what we need to do. I think. So, the next trade ship is going to bring an officer. Not that one, I guess. Is it that one? Janitor? No. We need an officer. Okay. So here we go. So you can watch this. You can have a look at that and see how much power is being used, what's being generated. We've got obviously the grid here. Lots of things that can actually happen and can actually be built. And then from here we just have to, I guess, fast forward, don't we? And in the meantime, I guess we might as well get this being made. Used in what? I'm not too sure. Now, I wish there was a way to create more. What the dickens is this? Okay, so this is our officer. Research shield generators. So we get to research things as well. There we go. I'm not all too keen on their tutorial. You know, the guys, but I suppose they have a character. So the shield generator needs to protect us from meteor showers. This is something that happens. But there's a lot of work in the setup. We need to build transformers and connect to a power source. A transformer will generate power for a more advanced power circuit. So as you can see, this immediately starts getting harder. So we need to build a shield generator, then connect it to a transformer using cables. We can't use regular cables. Obviously, they won't work. Too much charge going through them, too much power going through them, they will burn up. And remember, large cables can't go up and down ladders. They're much too heavy. So build a transformer close by. So that is how it's supposed to look. That's how we're going to have to do it. So the way I think we need to do this is we need to expand the base. Now, here's the issue. I can't work out yet. I mean, I'm sure that there is a way, but I can't... Yeah, see, now I'm not going to be able to see that. That's a problem. That's a real problem. Okay, so that's a problem right there, because I don't know what I'm looking for. I haven't worked out how to make... walls. I just haven't worked out how to put a wall up. So that's something I'm a little bit concerned about. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go down to this level and I'm going to expand all of this. Not that. Hold on. No, I've got things. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Is that on the right level? I'm not even sure if this is on the right level. I'm sure many people who are more used to playing... there we go, that's on the right level. Those of you who are more used to playing titles like these will probably find this a lot easier. But there we go, now we can build those things. Job done. We're kind of out of resources there. Steelite, as you can see. But that means that we've got to go get some. So how are we going to get some? So if we have a look at the work order, we need to make steelite. Steelite comes from... So I'm going to create a ticket, and as you can see we can't because we don't have enough steelite. But also we're going to need quite a few things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell them to go get steelite, which is that. So I can go tell the miner, and if I click it again, it tells him to stop, essentially. So there you go. That's basically told him to stop, get that last one, and then after that, go get that. So that's the steelite. So he's going to go get that. How are they doing upstairs? Have they managed to work themselves out? Well, he was doing something. Now I don't know what he's doing. He clearly... I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on here. I mean, I assume there's something to do with that chair, so let's get rid of the chair. Get on that right level. Remove the chair? No, salvage, sorry. That's the right one. Salvage that chair. No, he just doesn't seem to be... I'm just not sure what's going on here. I really am not sure at all as to what's going on. So some of them seem to be okay wandering around. There we go, he's done it. So, okay, so he's doing the same thing. I'm just not sure what they're actually doing. Anyway, we need to connect it. We need to obviously get the transformer and move from there. Now, I might not do that in this video because obviously I'm just showing you guys how it works. We can get another refiner. We can get a whole bunch of stuff. I suppose we should probably get what's needed for the transformer. That's the shield generator. So we've got plenty for the shield generator, I think. One of those purple things. So what's that? One of those. I think we can handle that. There we go. I think we can handle that quite nicely. Perfect. So we should now have 2 of those purple things. Fantastic. Which is Durathite. Okay. There we go. He's now doing his work. He's getting on with what he's doing. Obviously they're doing whatever they need to here. Some of them have gone to sleep. Some of them are awake. And of course we can then continue building from there. And we can continue expanding from that. And build this super giant sort of structure. Where ships are coming and going constantly. People are enjoying what they do. There's engineers, there's soldiers, there's officers. Refiners, miners. All sorts of stuff. I mean, what do we have on here? I'm guessing there's going to be doctors and stuff as well. That's what I'm guessing. What do we have? Engineers, refiners, miners on that. I'm going to guess there's got to be doctors. Given that we have food dispensers, labs, planting bays, core injectors, fuel pipes, fuel processor, core igniter, quantum core. Interesting, we don't have anything medical yet. Apart from life support, we don't have anything medical. That's actually quite interesting. Anyway, let's continue playing this. So for the next few minutes, I'm actually going to play this as though I were just playing the game. Reading more about what else we've got. Meeple pirates are bent on destruction, so there's Meeple pirates as well. If there are pirates near the station, they won't be able to resist the chance to create havoc. Defend yourself with trained Meeple combat turrets. So there you go. A bustling station will bring in a lot of trade and commerce. Traders will fly in from all over the quadrant to dock, which is pretty good. There are also plenty of resources just floating around. You can hire your mining. You can order your mining crew to get out there and salvage it. You can then refine the minerals you connect to construct and develop new components, and then you can undertake campaigns. So there's definite promise to this. Definite promise. I am looking forward to seeing what comes of this, because I think someone died of asphyxiation. Who died of asphyxiation? Why would anyone go here? I don't understand. I just don't understand why someone would go through this. Clearly this is still... Where did he... I'm not even sure. Didn't I have 1, 2, 3, 4? Oh no, I'm missing the refiner. The refiner's gone. I have a miner but no refiner. Ooh, that's now a problem. Okay, so there's a problem now. How much money do I have? Not a lot. I guess I'm going to have to start selling certain things, right? So I guess you sell things. Right, okay, I didn't even realize what had happened there. I don't want a janitor, I need a refiner. How do you die of asphyxiation? There's not a hole in your... Is there a hole in your refining bay? I don't think so. Okay, let's not get rid of that. Let's go ahead and do this. Steelite, there we go. So we can get a whole bunch of steelite. Obviously, there's no one to refine it yet, but we'll work on that. Yeah, I would like something that could perhaps allow us to get all or something. You know, make all or something of the sort. That would be very helpful, because I don't fancy clicking this another 50 times, for example. Let's get this up to 200. Hang on a second, how is he going... That's why he died from asphyxiation. This guy's just been going in and out... Oh. Yeah, okay, I think I understand what happened. I think. Right, so we click on this. No, one more down. There we go. Click on these guys. Do we have a refiner? Yeah, we have one there. There you go. We now have a refiner. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ensure... How did he get out? There is no way out. I am baffled. No, I don't know what's going on. Oh, he might be on a different layer. Yeah, he's on a different level. He was going in and out through this. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. So that's not what caused it. Alright, so there we go. We're now getting some steelite made. He's done his job. Let's go ahead and start building this. So we've got a shield generator that needs to sit on this level. No, wait. What level is it? That level. There we go. So we've got a shield generator there, but obviously we need a transformer first. So we'll stick a transformer here. We will stick a shield generator here. And we need to connect it up with, what is it? Large conduits. Right, large conduits are going to need these diamonds. How do I make these diamonds? I guess I put a work order in. What do we need? Morolite. Yeah, okay. How do I create these, though? I'm not sure how I make these. Create ticket. There we go. That's how I do it. Let's just make one. Can I reorder these tickets? No. Okay, so there's another problem. We can't actually reorder the tickets. Of course, I'm sure that this is all going to be fixed as we go through. But I think a primary thing that really needs to be done is just improve this tickets part. People died of asphyxiation. Where are they asphyxiating? What's going on? Where do we run out of... Right, so which one's died? The engineer. The engineer's died. I can't afford another engineer. Yeah, I've got a definite problem here. Definite problem, and I can't work out what's going on exactly. I guess I can start selling some of this stuff too. There you go. We'll move on from there. So we've got a shield generator. We've got that, but for some reason there seems to be a hole somewhere. I cannot see where. No, my issue is I can't work out where this hole is. So, yeah. I can't... +5 gave an order. Dizzy from low oxygen. Where? Where are these people going that there is low oxygen? I can't work out where there's low oxygen. 10 for exhaustion. Go to sleep then. Dizzy from low oxygen. Even he's dizzy from low oxygen, but use public dining. Adequate station. Everybody seems to be suffering from this low oxygen problem. Is this in here? No, there's plenty of oxygen in here. I just don't know. I just don't know. Well, there you go. That's MEEPLE Station, it seems. Plenty to learn. It's in early access, or at least it's actually still in development. It won't be out for quite some time. Again, I think it's February is when they said it would be out. So if you want more videos on it, please let me know. I will be keeping an eye on it. I will be playing it every now and then. Janitor, engineer. How do I get an engineer now? Clearly I need an engineer. Again, clicking like this perhaps needs to be improved. There we go. Got a new engineer. Maybe he won't die of asphyxiation for some whatever reason that they've been dying of asphyxiation. Right, he's getting on with building that. Lovely. I am supposed to be ending off this video, aren't I? But clearly I can see this is kind of cool. Dizzy from low oxygen. He's immediately dizzy from low oxygen. I don't understand. And why did he take that transformer apart? So he walked in, and then somewhere along these lines, he ends up dizzy from no oxygen. That's obviously something that I've got to now check out. They're all dizzy from low oxygen. 90. Here we go. Every time a certain door opens. Okay, so there seems to be a problem somewhere. That door. That door there. There's the problem. Yep, there's the problem. Got it. This area is the problem. Anyway, so I'm going to have to figure out what's going on there. I'm sure it's probably something to do with the way that this has been made. If we were to somehow build up a bunch of hull segments or something, then I'm sure it will fix it. But we shall have to see. We shall find out in another episode, perhaps, or well, I'll probably end up restarting this. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Alpha Mondays. Leave a comment in the comments box below, letting me know what you think of MEEPLE Station and what I've shown you so far. Obviously, this is my first impressions. This isn't anything where I'm talking about that I know everything. I might play this a little bit more and then come back to it when I've built a large enough station and make another couple of episodes on it. Figure out why everyone's dying from asphyxiation. I'm sure there seems to be an oxygen problem somewhere along the lines. What is he building now? He's just gone ahead and randomly built something. What's going on? And suddenly they don't have power. Well, everybody's going to die. On that, I am going to end it. Don't forget to support me on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ecgadget. Your support will be massively appreciated. Something's clearly gone wrong here, but I'm not sure what's going to happen now. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch too, twitch.tv/ecgadget, and you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. That's social media for the latest updates and so on and so forth. That's at ecgadgetlp. That's all from me, and I'll see you guys next time. Where everyone maybe won't die on Alpha Mondays.